Okay guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Snell's law, and what Snell's law is a formula that describes the relationship between the angle of incidence and the angle of refraction. So what it states is that the refractive index of your first material times the sine of your angle of incidence is equivalent to the refractive index of your second material times the sine of the angle of refraction. Now, let's look at this example, and I'll show it to you in practice. So here we have light going from air to water. And you're trying to figure out what these angles are. Well, let's say that, or what we're going to try to find theta r. So let's see. We can find out what the refractive index of air is by looking up here. It says air is 1.0003. Well, for our purposes, we're just going to say that air is equivalent to 1. So we're going to have 1 right here times the sine of, let's say that it's hitting at a 30-degree angle, okay? So theta I equals 30. Sine 30 equals, alright, now it's hitting water. So we know that water's refractive index is 1.33. So we're going to put that in place of n sub r. So that's 1.33 times the sine of theta r. Alright, well that's what we're looking for, is theta r. So how do we solve that? Well, all we got to do is do some division. Now 1 times sine 30 is just sine 30. So all we're going to do is we're going to do sine 30 divided by 1.33. Basically, we're dividing both sides by 1.33. So let me write that out. So let's do this in our calculator, okay? Do sine 30, alright, divided by 1.33. You get 0.376. So that's the sine of theta r, okay? Now, what we're going to do is say that is equivalent to 0.376. But that, remember, that's the sine. So you have to find the inverse sine, also known as the arc sine. So all we got to do there is go to your calculator, type second sine, and type in the answer that you got, 0.376. Close that off, and that's your refractive angle. So theta r is 22.086. So theta r is equal to 22.086. Okay? It's easy, right? Let's go to this one. Now here we have an unknown substance. Light's going from an unknown substance at a 25-degree angle, and it hits water, okay? And it comes out at a 50-degree angle. So we have all the angles we need. We just need to figure out what the refractive index of this substance is. Not hard. Alright? So let's rewrite our formula, okay? Now let's plug in what we have. Well, we don't have n sub I, so we're going to leave that as is. N sub I times the sine of theta I, which is 25 degrees, okay? Times sine 25 is equivalent to, well, the refractive index of water, again, up here, look at our chart, is 1.33. 1.33, okay? Times the sine of theta r. Well, sine of theta r we have is 50. So sine 50. Okay. Now, what do we have to do? What do we have here? Well, all we have to do is take 1.33, okay, times sine 50. Okay. You're going to divide that by sine 25 to 2.41. Alright then, so let's write that out, just so you guys can see it. Maybe some of you learn better like this. So all we're going to do is 1.33 times sine 50 take all of this, divide that by sine 25. Okay? And that is going to give you, again, see there in the calculator, okay? It'll give you 2.41. So, in I is equivalent to 2.41. So yeah, there's Snell's law in a pretty quick video. Hope it helps, and yeah, take care.